All right, so you're Joshua Mays, and Mr. Mays is on probation for burglary of habitation.
And here it is, the classic courtroom frustration. Judges hate when defendants suddenly get their act together right before facing prison. It's like cramming for an exam. You ignored all rest assured. You studied last night, but the professor isn't impressed.
Was placed on a deferred probation back in September of 2021, and that was a 10-year, no, it wasn't, it was a 3-year deferred probation. There was a motion to adjudicate filed. We were here before. Mr. Mays pled true to failure to report and a failure to pay court-assessed fees. Hold on a second, let me go back.
Quick legal explicable. A deferred probation is basically a second chance deal. If the defendant follows all the rules, the conviction never stains their record. But if they mess up, the hammer comes down hard. And today, we're watching that hammer swing dangerously close.
So it looks like... Do you want to put on any evidence with regard to counts 2 and 3, the education program and the MRT?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
All right, you can call your first witness, Mr. Nichols.
I swear to you.
Yes, would you please raise your right hand, ma'am? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give in this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Thank you.
Ms. Joseph, how long have you been supervising Mr. Mays?
Since April of 2002.
And during that time, was he ordered to participate in the GED?
Yes.
Has he completed that?
Yes.
Did he provide you the verification that he was participating?
Yes.
Are you aware of the issue he outlined in the letter to the court that he claims he made progress while the ISM, those credits to be accepted by the program? Do you know what that issue is?
I read it in this.
Do you know anything else about that? But did he give you the verification that he's been participating in this? Okay. Moving on, was he also ordered to participate in the moral reconation therapy program?
Yes.
And has he participated in that? What level of participation has he done in the MRT program?
He has not even begun to start it. However, while we were waiting to come to court for this, they have since continued for a period of time until they hire someone to
Now, this is telling the defendant hasn't even started his MRT classes. Moral Reconation therapy sounds fancy, but it's really just a behavior change program teaching ethics, values, and decision-making. Think of it as rehab for judgment. Skipping it, that's like blowing off the one lifeline the court handed you.
offer the class, and we will again. But it's just worth to note that waiting, somebody retired.
At what point of this?
March of this year.
But during the years he's been on probation.
Right. Yes.
And so should he be, that program we believe will be available in the future.
He will.
Is there anything else contained in your pre-sentence investigation you want to bring to the court's attention? Thank you. I'll pass the witness.
Thank you, ma'am. Mr. Kimmler?
Have you checked the ISF facility to see if
They four factors.
check to see if check to see if he
Didn't mention anything about it until after this release from the facility.
questions? Trying to
I
check.
didn't have a reason to say that he had participated in that until after his release.
No, not trying to put you in a defensive posture. I'm just wondering if there's any kind of independent. It's about the probation department monitoring what he said about participating in the project.
He didn't present any documentation.
So my question,
He didn't check with ISF to verify what he said.
but just to be clear, ISF does in fact have a GED program.
They do.
Has he maintained employment while he's been in probation?
He has.
So lack of GED. And again, GED is worthwhile on its own merits, but it doesn't seem to impact his ability to maintain employment for lack of GED. Been able to maintain employment without it.
Yes.
So you would say he has worked faithfully to,
He has.
What is the moral recognition class? Is that how you say it, recognition?
Yes, sir. That's how you say it.
How many sessions is that?
8.
Over a week, once a week, or once a month?
They present one lesson each week until they have finished the course.
And it's a progression, then they're different classes. It's like a progression from 1 through 8.
There's
So you would have
one that they have to purchase, and they do each chapter in the book until they finish.
In sequence, right? In
Yes.
sequence. So he would need at least 8 weeks to took one session per week, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Has he maintained the proper demeanor with you?
Yes, sir.
And as far as his reporting, he certainly hasn't become an absconder. So,
He's been
has-
an absconder 3 times.
well, as far as what she's concerned, has he maintained contact with you, or has he become?
Since his release from custody, yes.
He's maintained
Yes.
and reported this directly. In your report, you seem to indicate a willingness or reluctance, perhaps, to have him continue on probation. Would you agree with that?
I hesitated to recommend that he be continued.
Did you recommend that or not?
My statement was that I hesitate to recommend should the court decide. So I'm really leaving it up to the court because I don't want to make a
So you don't have a. So you're not recommending that he be revoked, but you're not recommending. Is that true? But if the court were to see fit to continue on, then you would suggest extending him a year to give him an opportunity to complete the GED, pay his fees, and I guess at this point, once you all get somebody hired to do moral recognition. Is that right?
right. And I also recommend that to verify.
Every 6 months.
Yes. He has a habit.
And of course, you can notify the different schedule. Holding this in advance. Right. These applications.
I'm not holding. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
I was just, that's what.
Yeah.
What's the purpose of the recognition? To instill that, to achieve probation.
It's to teach them moral standards, have a sense of ethics and values, as well as other life skills.
To what end? Keep them from reoffending.
Yes, sir.
Be a good citizen.
Yes, sir.
Has he reoffended since he's been on probation?
No, sir, he has not.
That's
I have no question concerning those allegations.
Thank you. So, concerning those allegations, number 2 and number 3, I am going to find those true, that there's sufficient evidence to find counts 2 and 3 true. And so, what the ISF that he went to, it doesn't say if it was cognitive or. Do you know, Mr.
It would have been a combination of both at the time. It was substance abuse cognitive intervention tracks because he tested positive for THC.
So he went back then. You could do both. You can't do that now. I don't think.
Based on what they're offering at this point. But yes, he went for cognitive as well as substance abuse.
Okay.
And we're referring to the admin hearing from January 15th of 25, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Indicates that on January 12th of 2024, that it was recommended and approved that he, or on the 23rd, sorry, that he was successfully completed ISF cognitive and substance abuse tracks.
So is that a 6-month program?
It is an academic program.
So,
I think they changed what they offer now, but it's a substance abuse now, and then it's a cognitive, and then relapse at this time. They combined substance abuse and cognitive tracks.
I think you wanted to address the court to, he has written a letter.
I've read the letter as well. Mr. Mays?
With the chance just to have you in my phone. went to the GD to work with him. Like I said, she couldn't take him, so I started doing GD on my own, like on my phone. I got to work out, keep the class. I just brought to attention that I have been going to the class.
Why didn't you bring it to her like you're supposed to? Okay. Mr. Nichols?
Judge, I know that this is a tough call for the court. These aren't the worst allegations we've ever seen, but he's also zero tolerance, and it's been several times sanctioned from jail and the ISF programs. Still, after only 3 years on, not even 4 years on probation, Judge, back yet again. It's really a test of zero tolerance at this point.
Here comes the gut punch. The prosecutor reminds the judge, this guy is on zero tolerance. That means no wiggle room, no second, third, or fourth chances. Missing probation meetings isn't just a small slip, it's like breaking the one golden rule in bold print.
That's what he was ordered. No problems whatsoever. And missing 3 months reporting is a pretty big red flag.
You look back at something. Also, before I want to make sure everything is saying that it was burglary of a habitation, but at some point, it looks like, at least on the old PSI, it was attempted burglary of a habitation, a 3rd degree. I want to make sure all the administrative hearings, the motion to revoke, everything says burglary of a habitation. I want to get that cleared up.
Your Honor, actually, I think the indictment is attempted. At least I'm looking
Is
at the
it?
indictment that's captioned attempted burglary of habitation.
Okay, so the burglary of a habitation. Do you want to make an oral motion to amend at least this motion that we're talking about today?
Yes, Your Honor, I will change burglary of habitation to attempted burglary of a habitation, comma, a 3rd degree.
All right. So we're talking about a 3rd degree felony. So, Mr. Mays, the problem is that you just like to do what you want to do when you want to do it.
Yeah, man.
And
Good argument. The thing I just wanted to say is it's kind of glass half full, glass half empty thing. If you want to look at somebody that we're trying to return to the community as a productive citizen, which is the goal, versus sending another person to the penitentiary, he has maintained employment. He's had some, I guess, hiccups on probation as far as reporting, but he hasn't reoffended. He's employed. It seems like he is making a positive contribution to society at this stage. I don't really see where the interest, me personally, if the interest of the community would be service to send another person to the penitentiary where they are making that progress. And again, it's marginal. Looking at the totality of the circumstances to keep working with him to hopefully keep him out of prison where he can keep employed.
well, here's my thoughts, Mr. Mays. You're not going home today. That's not happening. You're not going to walk out of here today. You're either going to get revoked to go to prison, or you're going to go to the cognitive track of ISF. Because somewhere along the path, you did not pay attention and you haven't learned from whatever treatment you've had before to make better decisions. You've been put on zero tolerance. You've been told don't miss another appointment. You have now 3 different times been given these opportunities and have not taken advantage of them. I don't disagree with Mr. Kimler. You haven't reoffended. You're not testing positive all the time. You're not doing those things, but you don't get to choose when you go to probation, when you don't, and you don't get to all of a sudden be really good at it when you have a court date coming up. Because that's something that is really frustrating to me, is that all of a sudden people start doing what they're supposed to be doing when they know they could go to prison. So, my thought, I mean, you think it's ridiculous. You have hardly any criminal history. You got into some trouble as a juvenile. You haven't been in much trouble at all. And you're not taking advantage of keeping this conviction off your record. And that's going to be on you, not on me, if this happens again. Because I have no doubt if I do what I'm thinking about doing and we're back in here again, Mr. Nichols is going to point out to me how many times I've given you an opportunity. Do you understand? There will not be another opportunity. I'm going to find that you entered your pleas of true to counts 1 and 4, freely and voluntarily. Find those counts true. Again, find that there was sufficient evidence to find counts 2 and 3 true and find those true. I'm going to find sufficient evidence to find you guilty and revoke your probation, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to continue you on probation. I'm going to add an additional 3 years to your probation. So you could have already been done, but instead you have 3 more years. And that's the 1 year for every time that you've been an absconder. So that's what you're going to have to do at this point. I'm going to order that you enter and successfully complete the cognitive track of the ISF program. You need to take advantage of that program, learn to follow the rules, all the rules.
And while the judge pulls a twist ending, instead of revoking probation and sending him straight to prison, she extends it for 3 more years. That's mercy with strings attached. But make no mistake, this is the final warning. Next time, orange jumpsuit, no questions asked.
Get out and you still have an excellent opportunity. But if you're back in front of me again, I'll see all of this. I'll probably wonder at the time what I was thinking today, but you will not get this opportunity again. Do you understand? 1 missed meeting. We're not going to do 2 or 3 missed meetings. We're not going to get to absconder status again. You miss a meeting, I want to hear about it in an administrative hearing. There's going to be a motion to revoke and you're going to go to jail.
Your Honor, since Chief Martin out of the track, I said we were sending the wrong recommendation. Seemed to be redundant.
Nope. Kind of seems like he needs some redundancy. Might help if he gets out and then has more to reinforce what he learned. So no, I'm not going to do that. All right. I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was not an agreement. You do have some rights to appeal. You can talk to Mr. Kimmer about that. Good luck to you, sir. You can go back with the bailiff.
Thank you, Your Honor.